Hey guys, I'm Brad,
I'm
and
Evan.
we are Galaxy Podcast.
Let's go.
Today, we're happy to present to you guys, whoever comes across this video,
Let's go.
our very first episode of Galaxy Podcast.
Hey.
I just want to introduce myself and my great friend here. I'm Brad.
Again.
Brad Ty. I do YouTube occasionally. Upload every, once every 8 months. Do a little bit.
the optimal YouTube schedule.
Yeah, I also do some music here and there, mainly mixing. I still need to, really get into it. And drawing, pretty big fan of drawing. I'll put some links in the description for anything if you guys want to check that out. And if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah. I don't need no introduction. I'm kidding.
My man doesn't need an introduction.
Yeah, I'm Evan. Evan for now. For music. Yeah, I make music. I produce music. I made the intro song, not the animation.
50-50 effort.
50-50 effort. But yeah, you can just find all my links in the description if Brad has the heart to do that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, but if you guys want to go check him out, he makes some really good music. He has, I don't know, you have 2 tracks up right now, right? Or 1?
Yeah, 2 tracks.
Go check them out.
Not the greatest, but they're something. They're fun.
I'm telling you.
Fun.
I'm telling you, Wave, great one. Check that out. That's a banger right there.
He's not. Check it out. All right.
But yeah, it'll be a pretty interesting first episode. We're still getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one of the first topics that we could talk about is mainly what this podcasting is, when we're going to do it.
Yeah.
This whole situation. Now, this is the first one, so I obviously want to start off with that. Me and Evan, I've known Evan for a couple years now. Or other names.
More than a couple names.
Oh yeah, no, more than a couple years. We're both juniors, and I met him back in 7th grade. That was about 5, almost 6 years ago. Yeah, and fortunately I moved, so I didn't talk to him for a while. But we recently really started talking more. Started
doing
more stuff, and that was a good decision.
That was fun.
Yeah, and so we're going to start this off as a way to kind of vent or have conversations and discuss. Yeah. One of the things is that Galaxy Matrix, which is the YouTube channel you're watching right now, the YouTube channel actually started with Evan. Me and Evan and I came up with the idea to do some music together. So I took one of my old accounts and changed it into Galaxy Matrix. Evan, if I remember correctly, was supposed to be Galaxy, and I was supposed to be Matrix. And but eventually, I think with me moving, that really didn't happen.
Kinda put a cork in it,
Yeah, but I still uploaded music on my own. Some music I would mix on my phone or something I would do on my computer, just random samples I would put together.
Dude, it's me back when I didn't have FL Studio. I would use GarageBand.
Not gonna lie, this guy's GarageBand stuff, dude, I remember.
It was so bad compared to now. Kind of cringe.
But that's definitely true though. His stuff now, you guys gotta check that out. Like I said, description. Not trying to add.
Down below.
But yeah, I do there's a good catalog of music on there. You guys can check it out. I just released my first album, Parable, on Spotify as everywhere else.
Yeah, go check that out. Do it.
Please, only have 4 people.
You can only get 4 cents. He doesn't get paid enough for this.
Yeah. Also got a SoundCloud, Galaxy Matrix, same name. YouTube channel. I think I already brought that up earlier. Yeah. And we decided to say, hey, we can do Galaxy Matrix. And now me and him are actually doing Galaxy Matrix, whether it's a podcast or music or not.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're still using the brand name.
yeah. Um, yeah, that's basically, the whole entire story. There's also another podcast-ish thing that I did make about a
Oh, that
few
was
years
so
ago.
long ago.
Oh yeah, that was back when me and him were in middle school, and I remember our schools, the school that we were in, was not too great when it came to certain situations. For
Oh,
example,
yeah.
oh yeah, I mean, you want to talk about it, Evan?
I mean, depends on
Like the whole
which one you
like the whole bullying situation, the whole
Oh,
thing
yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
cafeteria not being able to like use your phones, which is ridiculous because they wouldn't allow us to do it in the first place.
I mean, they in the high school, they let us use our phones, like, as long as, like if it's, like, someone's teaching class, it's like, yeah, you gotta pay attention, but
Mhm.
unless the teacher says so, then, like, you're chill.
Yeah. It was funny because I think one time, if I remember correctly, I don't remember if me and you were in the same lunch. I think we did have the same lunch in what, 7th grade? Or
I
8th?
don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but one time it was at a table. Now this sounds really ridiculous. I had my backpack and my jacket, or it couldn't have been mine. I think it could have been somebody else's. But I remember the teacher coming up and telling, "Oh, you gotta take that backpack and jacket off the table." And there was like nobody else
Why?
sitting on the other side. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, why is that really a big deal? Why do you have to um, have that taken off? Nobody's sitting there. I mean, where else going to put it? I'd rather put it on the table than the dirty floor that 50 people have walked by in
Oh,
the
yeah.
last hour.
I mean, at least the janitors clean it, but still middle school kids and floors and food and cafeteria, not a great mix.
Dude, it is. Dude, you remember how dirty the freaking cafeterias were?
Oh my god. Dude, oh, that reminds me of, um, last year. Oh, man, this was funny. So, our ta it was a table that, in front of the one I sat in, and there was, like, crumbs all over the table. Like,
Oh my god.
someone had a big mess, and they just left it there.
Dude, and the funny thing about it is that they would like constantly go on the announcement say, "Please pick up after yourselves. Do
No
not
one would do
take
it. Like,
cafeteria like that." And that never worked.
no, no, of course not.
And there's this one kid, I don't wanna say any names, but we didn't know him, and he had, I think he had Down syndrome. You probably know who I'm talking about. Um,
Probably, yeah.
he was also friends with another friend of ours that me and you talk to a little bit here and there. He would throw up randomly. I'm not trying to, bash him, of course, but
Yeah.
it was just cool. Not cool. What was funny to think about it because like the floors were really dirty, and I think he probably had an issue with like digesting or eating certain
Mhm.
foods.
It was like milk, like he was lactose or something. I don't know though.
Yeah, it was something like that. But he would like throw up a lot. Like I think he would throw up like 3 times a week, and then but he would like do it. I remember vividly one time he was walking up to the trash can, and he just let it out.
I
He
think I
let it
remember that,
out, dude. And I remember looking at him, and I don't think I ate for like the whole entire lunch period after that.
Mm,
But I mean, that's his problem, and hopefully that doesn't happen anymore.
mhm.
Um,
Feel bad for him, you
yeah.
know?
Speaking, talking about getting to the topic of school and stuff, do you want to maybe bring up the whole situation that's going on with the whole like online?
Mass, 6 feet apart, no exchanging papers, pencils, highlighters, colored pencils, etcetera,
Is it
you
really
know?
that bad over there? I didn't know they were doing that. No exchanging stuff.
Mhm. I mean,
Doesn't make
yeah, the
sense.
school is like, you know,
Yeah.
split in half of the school
Hmm.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, you know?
And you
Half
go
of the
what?
kids go I go Thursday and Friday, 'cause,
Mhm.
like, the
Your
way,
other your other half of the alphabet, right? Is that what they're doing?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like with the whole situation with the school, if they were going to restrict it that much and
Might as
like
well just
don't,
not go at all, you know?
yeah, it just doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
In a way, you can't really help but kind of understand the situation because I know me and you were talking about this before. Something I was going to bring up was the fact that the schools aren't really funded as much anyway.
Mhm.
They cut a lot of funding off from the schools. Depending on where you go, of course, there can be different states that have better schools.
Mhm.
Private schools are
Oh,
usually
yeah.
better considering, more money.
Mhm.
But the schools that Evan and I go to, they're good schools, but it's not like that our schools are an exception to what's going on.
Yeah.
Trump, not to bring up politics or anything, but he I know me and you were talking
God
about
damn it, on the first episode.
but I just wanna say, like, hey, he wanted to defund schools if they didn't open
Mhm.
up. And imagine what would happen if schools refused to open up.
Yeah. A
All the
lot of jobs would be lost. A
yeah,
lot of jobs.
and more money cut from the money that's already cut as it is. So, I think the governors of each state really had no choice, because the governors of each state had to vote yes or no, and the
Mhm.
majority got yeah. Um, I feel like, yeah, it's understandable, but it's also putting students at risk
Yeah.
for getting COVID. I mean, yeah, that girl that was in
It
your school
it's
that
a risk, but I
is
feel like if you think you have it, you should have, like, the responsibility and, to, like,
Mhm.
stay home, like, even if you don't attend class in school, you can still do it online. Like, there's no way of getting out of it in the end.
Yeah,
Well, for at least, where I live.
yeah. Hmm, that's true, yeah, and that
Got Google
sucks.
Meets going, like, every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, and that sucks because, oh, I wish this woulda happened, I wish that everything will go back to normal.
I think we all do,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, and I'm just gonna grab something real quick.
Alright.
It's here, you wanna just keep on talking about that while I grab this?
No, I don't really got much. You can do it. Just speak. Project your voice, don't scream.
Sorry, guys, I was just grabbing my headphones because I think there's
Grabbing
an
these
echo.
nuts.
I think there's a little echo. Sorry for the echo if you hear Evan's voice through my mic. I'm gonna plug in my headphones because then you won't hear it anymore.
Hear a big explosion.
Hopefully this works. Does this work? Let's see. This is not working. It's all good. But yeah, I think the whole online situation I think is not as bad as everyone's really talking about.
Mhm.
Like, cause wait, Evan, do you wake up at 7 instead of 6 on?
I wake up at I mean, if I have online school, I wake up around, like, 6
Yeah,
because I don't gotta go anywhere.
yeah. Now for me, I have to wake up at because online school starts at 7:20 for me. I don't know if it's the same for you. If you guys have
It
the
starts at what?
7:20.
It starts at 7:35 for me, but
Oh, okay. Um, for us, like I put my alarm at 7:10. I only have like 10 minutes to really get ready, but I
yeah.
don't really have to worry about that because I'm not trying. I don't use my webcam because I have one, but I just don't really use it all that much. Um, do the teachers make you use the webcam or no?
No.
Okay, good. Because I
Like,
think
they'll be like, "Hey, if you got one, use it, but if not, that's chill." I'm like,
yeah,
cool. 'Cause I'm just gonna chill on my PC and just listen to you ramble on.
yeah,
Maybe I'll tune in, but I'll get the work done either way because I'm gonna have to.
yeah.
Which I
Uh,
think is important to do schoolwork now more than ever because college.
oh yeah, college is really coming up, and
Yeah.
now is not the great time to slack off on anything.
Oh yeah, especially if you want to get into like a decent college.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm sorry. Had to clip that out because there was a small audio issue with the mic and echoing and
Yeah.
stuff.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang
But
audio, stupid audio.
that's what we were talking about before. Hopefully, the whole amount of people getting
Mhm.
COVID kind of goes down. But honestly, doubt it. I don't know about you, but
Mm. I mean, there's a simple assessment that I like to take. It's what you do is you say, "Hey, do you have COVID?" And if they say no, you're good to go.
mhm,
Because I think it's clear cut if they do, because it's
yeah,
quite uh, easy to tell. They got cough, uh, you know,
mhm,
they got a cough, dry cough, respiratory.
yeah. Do you want to know something they should do to kind of like counter that, like the
Yeah,
whole
what?
COVID thing? Is that they should have this like a person standing at the door to take temperatures, like the quick swipe to
Yeah,
check if the temperature is higher than normal. Then if they do that, then it will be good. If somebody's
yeah.
temperature is higher, then
But
get
what
out.
if it's like allergies? Just can't go
That's true.
assuming that like
That's true.
they have COVID. So I don't, it's a lot of
That's true.
variables that can't really,
Yeah.
you know.
And to go back on what you were talking about before, oh yeah, you have COVID or no, you don't. Sometimes it could depend, like the person.
Hmm.
I mean, they could
Yeah,
have COVID, you might not know, and then you only know like a week later, and you're already sick. A lot of people like they'll get COVID and they're not like sick. It really depends on the person,
maybe
immune
if their like
system.
immune system is like, you know, I'd like, I don't know, like super.
Yeah, yeah. Then if that was that the case, if that was the case, then yeah, then
I
probably
tip my
nothing.
hats off to people who have great immune systems.
Oh yeah, feel bad for old people though. Old people, not a
Old
good
people,
situation.
yeah, no, that's
That's
the main concern. You know.
those older people. They gotta watch it. Where they're going. And another thing like celebrities, they go everywhere.
Mhm.
They travel, and then oh, you got COVID,
Doja Cat.
dude. She was like, she was like, sorry about that. She was like, oh man, the COVID's just a flu. A couple months later,
Oh
oh,
yeah, damn right, it's a flu.
and she got COVID. I mean, you know, not I don't bash COVID because I'm not COVID. I mean,
It's
I
a
don't
serious
bash.
thing, Brad. Why?
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I meant to say. I meant to say, yeah, Doja Cat. She got her karma. But good thing, she did recover, I don't want
Sadly, I
anybody to
mean, thankfully.
yeah. Sadly, thankfully. Um, but that's a good example, like,
Mhm.
hey, don't say something and then travel and expect nothing to happen.
Oh
Because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that's another thing about school is that like
Uh,
I can't put
If
my
you
family at
have it,
risk.
stay home. It's common
Yeah.
sense.
And then to just take precautions. Hey, stay home. You don't want to really risk
Mhm.
it.
You don't
My
want to
dad,
like
yeah.
make more people's lives here.
Mhm. My dad, for example, he has other respiratory problems. So if he gets it, that's not
You're
good.
screwed.
Yeah. So I don't want to put my family at risk.
Mm.
I also have
No, I wouldn't do
siblings.
that either. I would just lock myself in my room. I already do.
Yeah, same. But that was pretty much the whole school discussion. I mean, unless
Mhm.
you want to add anything else.
I mean, school is school. We're learning if we wanted to or not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I think now that we're getting older, I think a lot
mhm,
of
got more
things are,
responsibilities.
yeah, dude, license soon. Like,
Oof.
I don't know
That's
what
gonna be
you
a
already
it's
got.
gonna be a whirl.
Yeah. It's gonna be a journey, but it's hard to believe that seventh grade
Dude,
it didn't
that's what
feel that long ago.
dude, like 8th grade, 7th grade, it feels like it was yesterday. You don't realize how fast it goes by once you actually think about it.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy.
It is
And you're
crazy.
right, it goes by super fast, and
You blink and it's you're already like 23, you know?
yeah. Dude, we're gonna be in yeah, like you said, we're gonna be in your 20s, and we're already gonna be like
You're gonna be like, "Yo, remember when we were in high school?"
dude, we're gonna be 50, like, married with kids. Be like, "Yo, remember
If,
if"
don't know yet. I don't know yet,
I mean,
you
you never
know?
know, you can, like die out of
Die? No, I don't
nowhere.
wanna die.
No, I'm talking about me. Like I could just die
Fall
out of
off the face of
nowhere.
the earth.
I could just pull a bruh.
Bruh.
I could just pull a freaking bruh. But I mean, hopefully this whole thing, doesn't affect as much.
Mm, yeah.
I
I mean, the
see.
hope
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we can just hope for things to get better,
Hmm.
Time goes on, this stuff goes away,
Yeah.
which I
I,
hope happens because
yeah.
I don't wanna be stuck at home or, like, wearing a mask and sneezing in my mask
Yeah.
and having snot all in my mask.
Ew.
'Cause I don't know about you,
Dude,
but I
masks
wouldn't
are tough. Not gonna lie, they're annoying. They hurt your ears after a while too.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why at lunch, you actually have, like, a chance to take it off.
Yeah. You want to know something?
Yeah.
When I was working, uh, the window cleaning stuff,
Mm,
it's pretty laboring work. You got to take ladders off.
mhm.
You know,
Gotta clean those windows.
yeah, and you can be doing it in very hot weather. And there are some cases where we sometimes it'll be only do the outsides, or the other times we do inside and outsides, and it's like 2 times longer.
Mhm.
Now, there were times where we had to go inside and wear masks, and the house was really hot. It
Oh,
was
that
like 80,
sucks.
90 degrees, and we couldn't wear it. So we just take it off. And one time I was doing a house and I had my mask off for like a split second to talk to my friend slash employee at the time. Um, and talk to him about something about the window, and then the guy passes by. He's like, "Hey, keep your mask on. There's a 90-year-old person in the house." I'm like, "Okay."
Let
And
me just
and
cough on them.
yeah, but it didn't make any sense
Nah,
because
that
we don't have COVID. We're
yeah,
not sick. Okay, so why do we have to wear a mask if we're not sick? You know?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely that.
like I feel like if the person isn't sick in the house, and if you're not sick in the house, and the old person isn't sick in the house, I think you're good.
I mean, you
Okay.
still can't take any, like, like, you can't just be like, "Hey, I don't have it, gotta tear this shit off," because you never know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Then again, it was only for like a couple seconds. It wasn't like I had it off the
Mhm,
whole entire time. Oh, and another thing is that like when we're doing houses, we're not really around other people. Like we rarely speak to the owners of the house. Usually there's only like 2 or 3 people in the house, and they're rich people, so the houses are big. Okay.
damn.
Like the house I'm talking to you about had like 3 stories. They had like this secret room at the bottom at like their basement, and it was a bookshelf. You can just open it, and there's like a whole other like party area with a pool table,
Oh,
TV.
that's sick.
It was pretty sick, but there's nobody down there, and it
You
was
know,
nice.
I feel like rich people, they buy a big house, then they don't
Mhm.
use it, they don't, like, use the whole house.
Yeah,
Only, like which I think kinda sucks because you just
yeah,
have so much in the house.
and that's funny they
Just
bring that up
don't
because one of my boss's clients,
mm.
they live in New York, but they also have a house in Connecticut, and the house in Connecticut is empty. Nobody's in the house, and that house is a house and a movie theater.
What? It's a
Yeah,
movie theater
and
house?
it's
That's sick.
87-hour job. Basically, you just divide 87 by 3 or 4, divided like, depending on how many people. So that's what's 86 divided by 4? I have no idea. 8,
Maybe, like,
16, 24, maybe
don't
like
know.
9, 18, 10. I'm not doing this on podcast right now, but that's like me. I don't
Throw
know.
it up on screen.
Yeah, that's like 13 hours per person times 4, like it's in the 80s, or I
Yeah.
don't know,
It's
50. Oh,
insane, man. It's
yeah,
crazy.
or like 20. I don't know. I'm not gonna math check my stuff. I'm not. This is the weekend. I'm not gonna do school stuff.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, but yeah, school can be tiresome, especially if you go to sleep really late. Gotta make sure you get that rest.
Mhm. Sleep is important. Sleep is
Yeah,
very important.
especially as like a teenager trying to
Oh, yeah, definitely.
doing work and more complicated stuff. We're no longer in intermediate school,
Dude,
elementary school. Fourth, fifth grade was fun though. I'll say that. Fourth, fifth
I
grade was
hated I
lit.
hated my 5th grade teacher with passion, I tell you what, man.
It's a rip.
She was not nice to me at all. I didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah, some teachers, I don't understand how they get their jobs. What did we have? Um, I know in middle school, you remember Mrs. Gill something? She was a social studies teacher, and she
No,
was
I
like this old lady.
don't remember that.
Um, oh man, I forgot her name. It was Gill something,
I
and she was notorious. Okay, she would,
notorious. Damn.
and this was back in like sixth grade, right? And this was around the same year the election was going on, and I remember she would
This
ramble
was
on.
seventh grade. That was seventh grade. Gotta be.
Was it? Oh yeah.
Election was definitely seventh grade.
Okay, yeah, election was 7th grade, but when the election was about to happen, when that whole thing was going on with the
Mhm.
presidents, was at towards the end of 6th grade, the whole
No,
entire
that was
thing.
not sixth grade. That was like seventh grade. January. I remember that because everyone had their phone out.
All I know is that this was in 6th grade, and she talked about, like, Trump and how he wanted to be president. It was something about that.
Is she one of those people who are like, yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
Trump to be president, like that kind of?
Yeah, it was something like that. She would give us, like, those, like, Time magazines talking about how, like, Trump wanted to be president, and she used to go sicko mode, okay, on all and we're, like, 6th graders, dude, in a middle school class. Okay, but she was a pain. I
Yeah,
think 6th grade was my least favorite year. I did not get good grades. I don't know about you, but
I
half of
was
middle
an
school,
average. You know.
yeah, half of middle school, in my opinion, wasn't that great. But 7th grade, the entire 7th grade was like the best. That
Yeah.
was really, really fun. I'll say that. 8th grade was meh, just because.
Oh no, my eighth grade was off the hook, dude.
Oh yeah,
That was crazy.
that's maybe for another episode.
Oh
Um,
yeah, definitely.
Stay tuned. Put notifications on if you guys have
No,
made it before.
put the bell. I'm looking at you.
Looking at
You
you,
right there.
random.
I'm pointing.
Yeah, the whole school thing. Just got to get with it.
Mhm.
Got used to the whole entire thing.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. No.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Now, what other topic you think will
Let's talk
be
about music. That was a good one. Let's talk about
music? Oh
music.
yeah.
It's a good one. So
Now, oh yeah, if we want to start off.
now you got it. You got it.
Okay, okay. So music, yeah. Oh, looks like we got a special guest, huh?
Special guest in the building.
Jacket,
We
Yo,
aka
got
yo,
Michael.
yo.
This was not planned, by the way, but he
This
could
was not
stay.
planned. Welcome to the podcast, Brad. I mean, I mean,
Bro, here, let me turn up your. Oh man, let me turn up your mic audio really quick.
yeah,
You're
me
kind of
too.
low. Wait, here, Michael, talk real quick.
Yeah.
Yo.
All right,
Okay,
that's good. I'm
okay.
good.
We can hear you now.
Yo, what's up?
So
This is
you
My
want to
Michael.
tell
name's
us? We're about to talk about music, but now let's talk about
You-
Michael.
oh, that's funny.
So he's a pretty big Hotline Miami fan, as you can tell
Yeah,
by his.
he's not. I don't think you can really look at the Discord, but
I'll put a picture up.
yeah. I
yeah, just
kind of got
throw.
Evan and the others into it.
Oh yeah,
Not really. I played it like twice and then just stopped playing it.
that's a bro.
Dude, I went for I basically just went for the music and stayed for the game because the game's also pretty fun.
hmm
The music was good though. I'll say that.
True.
Turbo Killer, I think that's the name of the song, right? By Carpenter
Yeah,
Brut.
Turbo Kill.
Dude, that's a banger right there.
That's a banger.
And this is kind of good because we're on the topic about music right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Great segue into the.
yeah, that was actually pretty smooth. I actually didn't really, but
This
guys,
wasn't planned.
guys, whoever's watching, sorry. This Evan guy is really good producing. Okay, I don't think I'm that great.
No.
I
I don't. I could do a lot better. I don't think I'm that great, but I
Mhm.
think I'm good for what I am. You know.
Yeah. Now I don't know what Evan thinks about my stuff. It's mainly just samples mashed up
This
together.
stuff stink, bro. I hear God.
Dude, I still got to bring over that sample of
Yeah.
the
I need to cop that
close
and take it and
sample.
own it as my own.
A profit off of that.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so my boy here, Evan, we said this earlier in the podcast. He does music.
Oh,
Uh,
you betcha.
I do some music here and there. He does EDM. I like to segue a little more into hip hop stuff. I did EDM in the beginning. I've been trying to
This is
segue back into
not
EDM, but
not to interrupt you, but
yeah,
experimentation is great.
yes,
Opens new
Yeah.
ideas.
yes. A lot of producers, if you guys know Skrillex, he got big off of dubstep, which is
Oh
pretty widely known. He's pretty much the one who, because dubstep is not the dubstep you hear today is not the dubstep that you would
oh
hear
yeah.
like 15 years ago.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh
was more
yeah.
like
True.
if
Oh
if you
yeah.
look at, let's say you look at Benga. I don't know if you guys heard of Benga, but he made a song called Night, and I think I talked to Evan about this. I don't know if you listened to it, but that song,
I don't.
actually no, I could put it in rhythm right now so you guys can hear it. Okay, since
No,
rhythm
no,
is
no, no, no.
sorry.
Copyright, copyright, copyright.
Don't worry, we're not making any money off of this.
We're not making profits still. You're gonna get like
This is
maybe a copyright strike.
It's all
I don't
good.
think we
this is a
want that.
non-profit
It's
This is
non-profit
not.
podcast.
Galaxy Mix is also registered as a official music channel, so I think we're all right. I can probably
Watch just like YouTube. Just be like,
dubstep. You're like a million, right? Two words. So that was pretty much it. I'm gonna stop this. That was pretty much. I was just trying to prove a point there, but yeah, dubstep has really changed
Yeah.
electronic music.
mm-hmm,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely.
I'm a pretty big dubstep fan. Or bro step. That's another term for it. That's pretty much the term, the alternative term. I know that's kind of like a funny term, but you'll be surprised. That's actually like people just call it dubstep because more
That's a
convenient.
general term.
Yeah, but the actual genre is bro step. Then you got what?
There's a lot of
Oh yeah,
genres than
deep house,
subgenres.
electronic
I could name
house,
a couple.
techno.
Like, there's a lot, dude. There's house. There's tropical house. There's future house. There's future. There's
Don't forget
uh,
deep
it's like
house.
deep house. There's future bounce. Um, tropical house.
Minimal, something
Chocolate
like
House
that.
kind of slaps.
Acid house. There's like a lot of house.
Don't even get started on the electronic like EDM genres. Even though house is technically in the EDM, because EDM is something that is a branch as a whole, right? It depends. It's just
Mhm.
there's so much to it.
There's a lot of it's
Yeah,
EDM is a
There's a lot of
broad
variety
term.
to it.
There's a
yeah,
broad term. Well, there's so many other
yeah.
subgenres.
It's kind of hard to say, yo, what song is specifically EDM? Because if you say, oh, you turn on what Fire by Martin Garrix and
Oh,
One
that
Trend.
song.
That
Yeah.
song is like you can't. Oh, this is EDM because then you're just
Because
saying a whole
you don't really
branch.
I don't even know what genre that qualifies under EDM, to be completely honest.
It's electronic music, that is for
Yeah.
sure.
It's
But
like house, but like I don't know, it's very interesting.
yeah, and I think that's what makes electronic music so great is just so much variety.
Yeah.
It's pure hype.
Pure
Electronic
hype,
music is
dude.
pure hype. And I
You
remember
got
Evan, you said
gotta
that you love it.
feel it in your bones to
Yeah,
be able to dance with it.
but that's not to say to block out all the other genres.
Yeah.
I feel like I know
A
Evan,
lot of good
you don't
music
really
comes from
listen.
other genres
Yeah,
too.
Evan, you say that you mostly listen to EDM, right? That's
Oh yeah,
your
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like I feel like for me personally, I like switching up. Like there's some hip hop songs that I would say that are pretty good. Let's see, I think what's his name? I'll be honest, I don't even remember, but he made a couple good songs. But I think 12 Pilots is pretty good. They have you'll believe it or not, they have a pretty good like clubs like dance songs. I don't know if you guys know 21 Pilots or like listen to any of
yeah.
those.
No one knows 21 Pilots.
No, I mean like besides like Stretched Out, which was their obvious hit back in 2016.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think everybody's heard that song.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of their
probably.
earlier stuff,
Mhm,
they had this album called Vessel. It was before Blurry Face. Stressed Out was in an album called Blurry Face.
mhm.
Vessel was the album before that. And there was a lot of bangers on that. Like there's a song called Car Radio, and at the end of the song it's like EDM drop. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it goes hard. I would for sure, if I was like a DJ, I'd for sure play that in a club. It's slow in the beginning, but it really picks up.
I mean, all right. If we're not talking about DJing now, I mean, the
Yo, dude,
first
we
thing you
gotta
gotta
freaking hold
do,
a club, dude.
first thing, the first thing you gotta do if you're gonna DJ is you gotta know how to read a crowd. Gotta know how to do that. Cause
Watch We Are Your Friends.
yeah,
Great movie.
it's on Netflix. I don't
Yes.
know when it's gonna go away, but it's on Netflix.
Probably not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Should
I
we
hope
get
it
into the
doesn't go.
topic of We and Your Friends? It's still in the music a little bit. Or you
Yeah, I
want to keep
mean,
on?
it's music. It's a music movie.
Yeah. Here, Evan, do you want it? You want to
Movie.
explain it since you're the
All right,
you know that.
I'll put it simplest, as simply as I can. Uh, Zac Efron is Cole Carter. He plays.
Yo,
He's
what's
a
up?
DJ, a music maker. He makes music.
I'll log
That's
your
pretty much
words.
it. Honestly, to be completely honest, it's really it.
Yeah, that and the movie, great movie. Dude, the
Dude, oh my
critics
God.
destroyed that movie.
Yeah, yeah, but they
Okay.
ain't destroying cuties though.
I know, right?
Not
But
cool.
it's
Not cool.
I thought the movie was
Not
great.
cool, man.
The movie was great. It was really an experience. I think
Which one?
one of We Are Your
Cuties,
Friends.
obviously.
No, We Are Your Friends, a great movie. I think my favorite part was when they were playing it was the ending and come on, Evan, you probably know my other favorite part, man. Come on.
Is it the beginning?
And that was the part where they were playing. I think I like it.
Oh, I thought you were like where Mason's like, I got you, boo.
That's one of my favorite lines. But no, that song, I think I like it. Drags on a little bit, the actual version, but if they had like a shortened version of it, where it's like maybe the first 3 minutes,
Mhm.
I would
Yeah,
like
it's
that'd
like
be
5 minutes, and it's like two completely different songs in the halfway. I think it's
yeah.
quite cool.
It's cool, but it's more like a club song. 'Cause usually
Oh
club
yeah,
songs are like way longer. There's this really good song called 1992 by No Format, and the song's like almost 6 minutes long. But that's just because like let's say you're in a club, you want a song that's gonna last a while. People are gonna dance,
no,
chill
no,
out.
actually, I mean yes, but
Depends.
also, if you have a 60-minute set, you're gonna want to play uh like like a minute a song. Take a minute from a song, mix it, and then move on to your next one. You don't want to spend because no one's want to listens to the same song for
True,
30
true, true.
minutes, or at least I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not too familiar with like DJ and stuff like that. Yeah, don't you like take parts from different songs and try
Mhm.
and mix it up with another part of another song
Yeah,
and
it has to be. Usually, it's really easy if it's like in the same key and near the same BPM,
Mhm.
so you're not completely destroying the track.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that goes into it.
Yeah.
The other thing I know is just mix around and test what works best.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd
That
like to, I know, Evan, you have a DJ set that you're still wanting to use, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Got no music though, because Apple. I'm not gonna pay money to get Apple Music.
Oh,
That.
yeah. You'll be surprised. It doesn't really cost that much. It's $20 a year,
Still,
depending on,
well, I
your
still use Spotify like not 100% of the time. You know,
yeah.
my go-to is Spotify.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get into DJing because I'm already pretty familiar with like samples, what key,
Mhm.
what BPM it should be. I feel like if I get into DJing, I could, I think I can try. I think I'll probably be able to get kind of used to it, but it's obviously going to take some
Practice.
time.
Practice is perfection.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I want to really get into the studio. Like I know how to use FL Studio, but I don't think
Yeah,
I've used it to my potential.
I
Um,
haven't either. Believe it or not,
dude,
so
you're
much other you can
f***ing,
do in it.
you're
There's so
you're a
much you can
beast,
do in it. It's insane.
dude. Some of that, I really, Temanite. I played a couple of his
No,
songs. Dude,
Oh yeah, I know him.
dude, his tracks are probably the craziest dubstep electronic tracks I've ever heard in my life. He did a song called "Believe," where he has like a whole he has a saxophone in the song, and then the saxophone leads into like this dubstep drop. Okay, sorry if my mic's all messed up a little bit there, but it's
It's all
honestly
good.
crazy how good the production is on his music.
You should.
Uh,
That reminds me of like another producer is Brooks. You know Brooks.
Broke sounds familiar.
He made music with Martin Garrix, David Guetta.
Mhm.
Um, but his stuff it's quite interesting. Probably have to like look up one of his master classes because he uses it to his full potential. Like he runs out of like mixer channels. It's
Yeah.
insane because he has so much.
Oh yeah. Well, his name is Brooks, right?
Yeah.
Brooks. Okay. So I'm gonna have to look that up a little bit later. He does like what dubstep kind of
Now he
electronic
makes a future house pretty
future
much.
house. Okay.
It's like Don Diablo.
Oh yeah. I also thought there's one of those songs. Martin Garrix, obviously, great producer, one of
Oh yeah,
the
dude.
best.
Martin Garrix.
I don't think Animals is his best song.
Mm-mm. It's
I
a
But
actually,
good song. It's up there, but like
yeah,
yeah,
I think
I mean that song Animals was
Oops.
in 2014. He's grown a lot
Yeah,
in like what
that's what animals pretty
6
much
years.
got like the most attention, and that's how
yeah.
he.
That's what got him big.
And
Yeah,
pro producer tip here. If you're gonna release a song, release at the right time because timing is like
Mhm.
everything, you know?
it's key.
Don't be like me and release a song and like what? Like having to wait 2 months for the publisher to upload my my album. I mean, it was my first. I don't really care, but at the same time, like Evan said, timing is perfect. Make
Timing.
sure
I mean,
you
it's good because like when Martin Garrix released Animals, like the basically the peak of like EDM at that point in time, you
yeah,
know. That was like top 100 charts of EDM.
yeah. I don't know. Is EDM? I haven't really been keeping. I just listen to EDM. I don't really keep check with the statistics or the how popular it is. I really am wondering: is EDM still like a big thing now? I mean, it must be,
I
right?
mean, yeah, I mean not as many festivals or like shows, but yeah.
Huh?
Well, obviously, dude.
Yeah, like there was a
Not
virtual
now, yeah.
it was like a couple months ago they had a virtual Tomorrowland and that was pretty cool.
Huh? I also just don't understand the whole pop industry. And I want to bring this up because
Oh yeah.
you have. I don't know what you guys think about pop, but a lot of pop, it's like just sounds the same, and the same thing
Oh
with
yeah.
rap music.
So it's such a like almost like the same formula almost,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, I think rap music. I don't
Can't
know. You
I
can
mean
say
you
whatever you
can't say
want.
differently like people will steal like like beats, you know.
Beats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think samples, but stealing beats, like sampling something and then stealing something, like two different things.
Mhm.
You can easily sample something and change it up to the point where you can't really tell this is a sample anymore. You turn it into something your own. But
I
stealing
think
something,
the being creative and different is really good, you know.
yeah, yeah. That's key. If you want to do something like that.
You gotta be yourself in music, you know.
Yeah. Going back to the whole rap situation, you can say whatever you want about rap or whatever you want.
Sting.
A
I'm
lot
kidding.
of rap is the same stuff. Okay, I understand fully if anyone disagrees. I don't know if Michael, you agree or not. If you want to say anything,
well, like, yeah, I'll give my piece about it. Sometimes I feel like, some of it's somewhat unoriginal and all, and
Mhm.
people are always afraid to try different things because they're afraid that they might lose a bunch of fans and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like I don't know, but my opinion in it, like I, f- I don't know. I feel like rap fell off like 2010 maybe,
Mm.
because
Well,
I want to say 2014, 15 maybe.
I
But
don't even know because I haven't really listened to rap, and I feel
The
like the
last
only
5
people
years,
the people
yeah.
who have like really been original like Snoop Dogg, Ice
Mhm.
Cube, those people
Well,
like they
yeah.
like Dre, you know,
Mhm. Thing
like
is
they really
that
like revolutionized rap.
mhm. Thing is, I think the last 5 years, maybe, like, couple years, I think rap has been fully the same.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, definitely
I don't wanna bring up
talking
Juice
about the
WRLD.
same stuff.
I don't wanna bring up Juice WRLD. I think Juice WRLD, rip Juice WRLD. He was obviously a big influence to a lot of people, but he's a good example of talking about drugs. I feel like a lot of his songs had mentioning of drugs, and
yeah,
yeah, it does
dealt
reflect
with the
his
hardships
life.
and all that.
Yeah. It does reflect his life because that is something, that's what he passed away from. It does reflect on what he experienced, but a lot of his songs, like, not saying I hate Juice WRLD. I think I actually like a couple of the songs. I think Conversations from his last album was pretty good. I think that was his first song in the album. I thought that was a
I don't know, I
pretty good
couldn't
song.
tell you.
But I think a lot of, like, NLE Choppa, NBA YoungBoy, those 2 guys, I can't even tell the difference, in my opinion, between
How
those 2
NBA YoungBoy fans hold their drink.
artists.
I was waiting
Different.
for it, dude. I was waiting for it.
Who left?
Rhythm left, he just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, screw rhythm. Frick you.
But, like, yeah, I shouldn't be
This
talking.
rhythm hurt NLE Choppa.
I shouldn't be talking. I do play around with, like, hip hop beats, and a lot of hip
Yeah.
hop beats do sound the same, but I think
I feel like
y
the beats, sorry to cut you off, but I feel like
yeah.
beats can be, you know, like different
Mhm.
somehow in
Yeah.
some way. Like
Yeah.
at least put something like spice it up. Put a little razzle dazzle on that bad boy, I don't know.
Make sure that
Like with EDM, you can do so much stuff.
but then again, you can't EDM also has kinda the same issue as,
I mean, I'm
some
not
other
gonna
music.
lie, yeah, it has some shit just sounds the same, and it's like, really, I'm trying to listen to some different things here.
Mhm. But then again, that's a genre, I think
Mhm.
all the genres have their specific sound. Jazz, a lot of jazz, in my opinion, sound the same. Dude,
Dude,
reggae is literally, in my opinion, a lot of reggae. You guys know Bob Marley, famous reggae
oh
artist?
yeah, Bob Marley. Who doesn't know Bob Marley?
Dude, he's an OG, but
Mhm.
a lot of reggae, even if it's not Bob Marley, it sounds the same, but that's their
Yeah,
signature
yeah,
style.
yeah,
That's the style. Rap sounds
yeah.
the same because that's their style. Not saying all rap sounds the same, but that's their style. Pop
They
pop isn't really a
pop
genre.
pop is like a general, it's like
Mhm,
I feel like it's like a general, like, genre.
but bubblegum pop is,
Yeah.
I think, kind of a genre. Bubblegum
What
pop
the
is
is
like Taylor Swift.
bubblegum pop?
Okay, so basically bubblegum pop is like generic, um,
Oh, like
Oh
Say
yeah.
textbook
So?
textbook, like, there's bubblegum, rap, which is like textbook rap, AKA what? NLE Choppa or any
Young
other.
NBA Youngboy?
Yeah, and bubblegum, I guess you can even say, there's a bubblegum EDM. I think what's a textbook EDM
There's
song?
I don't know. Like, what do you mean?
there's
What do you mean by
generic
textbook?
EDM.
Generic EDM? I don't know, something with a kick and a snare, I don't know.
Well, there's obviously unique versions. Like, I think, what's a good song, EDM song? I thought Fire was a really good EDM song. I think the
I feel like if
vocals.
you alright, there's with music, I don't know, but, like, if you don't put effort into it, you're not gonna go anywhere, you know?
Mhm.
Mm.
Like with schoolwork, if you don't put effort into it, you're just gonna get grades. But
Yeah.
with
Yeah, like I am
music
right now.
and that's a self-controlled thing, that's not anyone else's fault, but with music, if you do it once and forget about it and you're not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, and that's not the way to go.
No, because if you wanna produce music or make music or rap or sing or whatever you wanna do, you gotta be determined and, have a
You gotta
passion.
put your mindset.
Mhm. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're trying to do it for the money, you're just I don't feel like that's right, you know?
I mean, look at Martin Garrix. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, that was.
he did animals on what, his laptop while he was in
I
college.
mean, no, he was doing it in his like room, uh, in his like college in college.
And look at him now.
Yeah.
He's out there. I remember he took a picture like he was in like a mansion area. Dude, this guy is success. I think anybody can look up to him.
Anyone can be successful, you know.
Mhm.
I
You just gotta
mean,
put your mind to it.
say what you want. Like if you have equal opportunity, it's how you use it, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right, I hate to interrupt, but I'll be back at the help my brother know.
All right.
I'm gonna mute my mic, just in
Okay.
case
All
though.
right.
Yeah. All right, guys. So sorry to kind of cut that off there a little bit. But I think it's time to wrap this podcast up. This is episode 1. Episode 2 will probably be up pretty soon from now. Either
Yeah. Tomorrow or
depending,
something maybe.
yeah, depending on how long it just takes to
I
upload.
mean, is this gonna be like a part 1 and part 2's tomorrow, or is it gonna be like episode 1 today, then like episode 2 tomorrow?
Probably episode 1 tomorrow because it's probably going to take me a long time to render because I have to put
Yes.
3 different recordings together at
Oh
once.
my god.
So it's gonna take, and then I gotta make a video and render, edit, and everything like that.
Mhm.
So it's gonna take me probably a day. Spend some time on that. I got a totally paid copy of Sony Vegas.
Yep,
Totally.
yep, totally.
Um,
I
but
have to
yeah.
agree.
Thank you guys for watching this first podcast. It means a lot.
Yes. Means a lot to
Um,
both of us, yes.
yeah, this is something that me
Yeah.
and him have been wanting to do for a long time, and it's good that it's great that me and him actually did this. I appreciate you guys listening. I'm Brad, and this is
Galaxy Podcast, baby.
Hey. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Let's
Peace.
go.